I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my horoscope for you, Virgo, for the week of May the 23rd. Okay, so we did have a fairly disruptive weekend just past from the 21st, 22nd. Mercury, your ruling planet, came out of retrograde. We did have a full moon and an opposition between the Sun and Mars all on the weekend. So it's likely that your something had been highlighted or brought to light around your home or with family, and possibly you came to a realization about something, okay, or someone. Now we've still got all that energy happening right now at the start of this week, so it doesn't really, clear out of that. I'd wait until the middle of the week. Even though Mercury is out of retrograde, it's in that storm part of the transit, okay, where it gets very disruptive on the turn. So I give it a few days at least, okay. Now the Sun moved last Friday and it transited into the next sign, which is Gemini, and into your area of your career, your solar at 10,000. Venus is going to move into this area this week as well on the Tuesday. So there's light shining on your career, business, your work life. With the Venus there, then sure, you can, if you're looking for love, you can certainly meet someone perhaps at a social event to do for your work or at the office, but it's great for just connections around your work, okay? And Mars right at the end of this week is going to move into your area of communication. So it is retrograde, so it does help to pull that energy back a little bit and give you some thinking time. So you don't want to be too rash about anything this week, but certainly there's triggers to move forward. We did just have that opposition between Mars and the Sun, and this week we've got Mars and Venus in an opposition. So even though traditionally an opposition is a hard aspect, this week with these two, it's immutable signs, and you're immutable signs, so it's not too bad for you, Virgo. Although it can bring things to light, perhaps in some conflict between your work and your home life. It's almost like you do one thing in one area of your life, it's going to affect the other. I mean, we quite often get that domino effect in life, and that can certainly happen this week. Now, particularly as we also had a square between Jupiter and Saturn, Jupiter being in your side, and Jupiter being a very expansive energy, and Saturn in around your home and family area, and Saturn being more restrictive and cautious. So in one sense, these are opposite energies. They're conflicting each other, okay? But in another sense, it helps to balance things out. So, if you've been watching me for a while, then I always try to give the two sides. So it keeps things real, and I like that. So, it's a day at a time this week. It's a little bit disruptive, but what comes out of it, it's almost like there's triggers to bring things to a head that can help you make decisions and get through the forest so you can get to the other end and not back, okay? So in that sense, I like it, but let's see what happens by the end of the week. So, as my spiritual teacher in New York used to always say, when you're going through the messiness of life, that's when life is changing, and you sort of got to go through that messiness to, get to the calmer waters. And that's sort of how I feel about this week, okay? So it's not all bad. It's good and bad, per usual. Okay, love and luck to you. Thanks for watching.